What's up, guys? Chris Brown from Train Boston coming at you with another quick nutrition tip of the week. This week's tip is about getting your blood work done or going to the doctor so they can check things out for you. Why do we care about this? Well, most people are deficient in at least some kind of nutrients. In nutrition, we have macronutrients, which means bigger, and micronutrients, which means smaller. Macronutrients are your protein, your carbohydrates, and your fats. We're going to delve a little bit more into the micronutrients here. Most people, again, they're deficient in something. The biggest things that we see are zinc and magnesium, vitamin D3, omega-3 fatty acids, specifically their ratio of omega-6s is too high compared to their omega-3 ratios. And amino acids or the macronutrient protein tends to be a little too low. There's certainly other things that we can see here and there, but those are the big ones I want to focus on. Vitamin D3, not really truly a vitamin. It's actually a hormone. It's used for calcium regulation. It's correlated with lower incidences of diabetes and getting cancer. It helps with your immune system, living longer, and it helps to fight off loss of bone and muscle mass as we age. It's been estimated that about 30 to 80%, I know that's a big range, of Americans are deficient in vitamin D. Vitamin D3 is what we generally hear. On top of this, it's actually way worse for people with darker skin and also people who live in northern, colder environments because we cover up our skin. If you're inside all the time, especially bad. So this year is probably really bad for most people. A lot of glass will actually block most of the UVB rays. So just because you're near a window doesn't mean you're necessarily getting enough vitamin D. Also, people who are overweight, they have additional problems with vitamin D3 production. That's because we store it in our fat or adipose tissue and it gets locked up. On top of that, as you get older, it can be up to as high as 75% less effective at creating, our bodies can be less effective at creating and producing that. Our bodies actually take cholesterol, it's not just bad, they take cholesterol and we actually turn it with the help of UVB rays into D3. Then we use our kidney and our livers to help process it so we can use it. Now, typically we want about 60 to 100 nanomoles per liter in your blood. You don't really need to worry about the numbers because your doctors are going to know that. But that's something that you're trying to hit. If you go to your doctor, you say, hey, I think my D levels may be low. Can you please check it? That's something they can do. Another thing, magnesium. Magnesium tends to be low in a lot of people. Magnesium is used to repair and rebuild muscle damage. It's used for fat and carbohydrate metabolism. You want to be efficient with that for sure. And it's also used for protein and DNA synthesizing. On top of that, with the help of zinc, it's very important for sleep. For magnesium, we want to have 1.7 to 2.2 milligrams per deciliter. Again, these ranges will vary depending on who you talk to. Your registered dietitian or your doctor may tell you different, and I definitely want you to talk to them. But those are the numbers you're going to find. Say if you get up into a Google engine and look it up, you'll see those numbers or something similar to it, as long as they're good resources. Zinc, I said it pairs well with magnesium. Often if you find these supplements on the shelf, they're going to be paired together. I do recommend you get them together because if their ratios are off, they can actually interfere with each other. But zinc is useful for growth and development, and neurological function, reproduction, and immune system. So without proper levels of zinc, you're going to get sick easier. You'll see zinc in a lot of those over-the-counter flu fighting, cold fighting medications. You're going to see zinc in prenatal vitamins. It's especially important for development of babies and young children. And if you have zinc deficiencies, you're going to see all kinds of neurological issues as well. Typically, if you're finding deficiencies in these things that are really severe, you're going to see some major problems, and your doctor will hopefully be checking that anyways. But zinc is 0.66 to 1.1 micrograms per deciliter. That's what we want to see. So why do I talk about blood work before talking about nutrition? Well, most people, no matter how hard they try and no matter how much knowledge they have, they're going to be deficient in one or more of these things. Even if you're trying your darndest and you know all the information, probably nobody's perfect. They're not going to be hitting the numbers we want to hit. What you do need to focus on is getting better ratios, better foods, better quality to get closer to that number. For instance, the omega-3 fatty acids I talked about earlier, real briefly, all you need to do is get a better ratio of omega-3s to omega-6s to be that much healthier. I didn't touch upon that because this isn't about the supplements, but if you get more foods that are higher in omega-3s, think seafoods, for instance, and less foods that are higher in omega-6, think processed or semi-processed carbohydrates and starches, you're going to be healthier. There's going to be less inflammation. You're going to have a better metabolism. Basically, all this stuff's going to work together. Your zinc and magnesium, they're going to help you sleep better. They're going to help you recover or prevent you from getting sick, which will make you train harder and train better. It will make you make better decisions, all of that stuff. If you get enough protein, you're going to be able to build muscle and repair it better. You're going to feel better. Your hair and skin will be better. Your fingernails, toenails will look nicer. All this stuff builds upon itself. And the longer you keep this going throughout your life, the healthier you're going to live, the better you're going to live, and everything will just be better. Okay, guys, so again, go to the doctor, get some blood work done, ask them maybe specifically about some of these things, ask if your doctor's worried about them. If they're not, why aren't they? And just get some information. With more information, you can do more for your wellness. All right, guys, I hope this helped you. Until next time, be well. Thank you.